So for your KW consumer app, before we navigate to that on the phone, you manage that from within Command. And so I want you to know where you do that. And that is on the bottom left, the last icon, which is consumer. So you're going to click that. This is the same place you manage your website. You're going to go to site and app settings in the top right. And here you'll go to URLs. And down here, I don't have one because I'm not actually licensed. So I don't have a branded app link, but you'll have a branded app link right here. So that will let you know what that app link is. If you're ever wanting to put it in your email signature or anything like that, you'll want to grab that link from there. And then also one thing I want you to know is here is the guide builder up here in the top left. So what that is, in your mobile app, you have buyer and seller guides that will walk people through the buying and selling process, which are super helpful for people that are buying or selling for the first time. So these are pre-created in here, but you can edit them. I encourage you to read them, whether you read them in here or on your app, just to be aware of what they say. It can also be super educational for you if you're just getting started in the business too, to kind of like read what they say as far as how the process goes. And everything like that. And then also if you see something you don't like, you can change it. So each of those guides are here. So you can go to the three dots on the right side and click edit guide. And this is where you can edit them if you wanted to make any changes. So I could click on this first step and you can change the image, the title, the text, all of this that's in here. So this is a great way to come in and read it, see what it says and see if there's anything you want to change. So what I'll show you next, of course, is where those are in the app when we get into the app on our phone. But I wanted first you to just know kind of where you manage everything for the app on the back end, because you will not do that within the app. The app is created for consumers. So this is where you're kind of doing your agent stuff for it. So now what we're going to do is transition to the phone, and we're going to download the mobile app and set it up and kind of look at a couple of the great features.
So on your phone, you're going to go to the App Store. So on an iPhone, it's the App Store. If you are on an Android, you'll go to the Google Play Store and you're going to just search Keller Williams and download the KW mobile app. So it'll be a white icon with a red KW logo on it. Once you have that downloaded, then when you open it up, you're going to see a screen like this. And what you're going to click on is sign up. So you do not yet have a login for this because this is a consumer app. So when you log in, you aren't logging in any differently as an agent, because like we just looked at within Command, you're going to manage the back end of this app inside of Command. And so when you're on here, you are just a consumer. And so we want to create a consumer account on it so that you can get familiar with the app and how it works. So you're going to click sign up and you'll just fill this out to create an account. Now, this is what you want your clients to do. You want them to create this account because when they do, it's going to come in as a lead into your Command database. So it will happen automatically. So you'll fill this out and hit sign up. I'm going to go back and log in because I already have an account. So once you create your account, you will have a couple little pop-ups that come up, like just showing you little demos of how you use the app. So that's really designed so that the consumer can kind of get a preview of what they can do within the app. So once you get past that, you will come to this screen. So what you'll first see is the map. So you'll be in the search view. If you look on the bottom, you're going to see some different icons. So we'll start with the search. Now, up at the top, you have a search bar where they can search by city, by address, school zone, zip code. You can search by landmark. There's some really cool ways that you can search. There's also a arrow in that corner that if you click on that, it will take you right to your current location. So you can do that and see exactly what homes are on the market around you. So this is something clients love because if they pass by a sign, in the yard, they can come on here and click that current location and see, hey, how much is that property? So then, if they prefer, instead of the map view, a list with maybe pictures of the house showing up in the beginning, then they can click list in the top right. So when I click on that, now I'm seeing nearby homes, but I'm actually seeing the main image as well instead of the map. So this can be helpful if they drive by and they see a sign in the yard and they're trying to just find that house instead of clicking around on the map. They can do that. So then I can always toggle back to the map, and any property I can click on the house, and then I can scroll up or swipe up, and I can swipe through the photos. Of course, the one I clicked on just had one photo. So let's go to another one. Okay, so lots of new constructions with just one picture. Okay, here's one. So I'll swipe up and I can swipe through the photos this way. I can also click on them and rotate my phone and see them larger to take up the whole screen, of course. So I can see all those images. Then I have all the information about the property. I can save the property. I can share it. So your clients can share a property with somebody else through the app. I can read all about the property, see all the information. I can see the neighborhood that it's in next door, which we've talked about that in some previous videos. And so that'll give me some market stats on that neighborhood, what locals say, walkability, commute times. You can add a place to this. I had previously added the old office address as an example, and then it shows up on every house that you look at, your commute time. So they can put their work address or maybe their kid's school or the gym, places that they go frequently, and see what that commute time is from that area. So that's really helpful. And it'll show driving, biking, and walking. This could be really great for people that are maybe relocating. Maybe they're not from the area, and so they don't know exactly how long it might take to get from a certain area without looking it up, So this will just always show them nearby schools down here. If there were any upcoming open houses, mortgage calculators, nearby homes, they can request information from you as their agent, which we're going to brand the app to you in just a minute. So yours will maybe not say ask your agent yet, and that's okay. We haven't branded it yet, but that's what we're going to do after this. So they can click to ask you a question once it's branded to you, and that will come to you in command as a notification. So then I can go back out of it by just clicking that arrow down at the top left. And they can also do searches up here. So they could come in and put a price range. So I can move this around and just kind of create a range. Property type, let's say houses. They can click more. This won't have as many pieces of information as, say, an MLS search, but it really has all of your standard ones. So you can choose like bedroom amount, bathroom amount, square footage, lot size, year built, price reduced within less than 7 days. So then I can click to show results. And now the reason it says it's only showing one result, it's just based on where I'm looking at on the map right now. I can zoom out and move around the map, and it will apply that search to wherever I am. So I can kind of move around. Now I could save that search by clicking in the top right and choosing save and naming the search. And then that client, they can even say they want email notifications, never, instant, daily, or weekly about properties within that area and that range that we set up. They can even turn on push notifications from the app so they get notified when something comes on the market, and it is within that criteria. So this is an option that you do have. You can also go into their contact record in Command and create a saved search for them. So maybe you have some not so techie clients that maybe do want to use the app, but you don't know that they could kind of get around within it like that, you could help set them up by going into their contact in command and adding that search. So as long as they have the account on your app, then you would be able to do that. And when they have the account created on your app, you also are going to be able to see everything that they are clicking on in your command database. So when you're in their contact record, you will see the properties that they looked at and the collections that they create of homes. So in the bottom middle, you have the guide. This is the buying and selling guide. So we looked at these within command to see where you could edit them. So you can scroll through and see all of those guides here. You can click on any step. So I can keep clicking on steps and I can read through them all here. As the client, I can mark a step as completed. You can also mark a step as completed in their opportunity in command if maybe they prefer you to do that so that they can just come in and see where they're at in the process. So either way. And this is for buyers and sellers. So these guides are super helpful with just transparency in the whole buying and selling process. Saved is going to show you those saved homes. You could create collections. So in a class, we created one that said dream home, and you could add listings to it. It'll show recent saved searches on here as well. And then more in the bottom right. So this is where you're going to come and brand the app to you. So at the top, you're going to have an option to find an agent. So I have my app branded to Lily. So that is already there. And so I'm going to remove that so that I can kind of just show you what you would do. So it says find a Keller Williams agent. So you're going to click find an agent and you are going to search for your name. So I'm going to go back and search for Lily, and you'll see Lily Dupuy, Cleveland, Tennessee. So you should see yours come up like that as well, and you'll click on it. And then you should see all of your information here. So when you are at this point, you're going to click connect with, and it'll say your name, and then click confirm. Now, all of the information that was displaying there comes from your marketing profile in command. So if you see that your photo is not there, your bio or a piece of information is wrong, where you're going to correct that is in the marketing profile in command. So we have previously watched a video on that, but feel free to refer back to that if you do not remember where that was. So now, once you've done that and you go back to more, you will see yourself as the agent up at the top. So this is the version of the app that you want to share with your clients. So your clients could go download the KW app from the App Store, and then they could search for you as their agent on there. But also you can share your branded app. Now, within these settings, you have an option to share the KW app. And I can click on messages, and you will see that it puts the app link here. And then it says, I use the KW app to search for homes with my agent, Lily Dupuy. Download it now for a personalized experience. So it is designed to be sent from consumer to consumer. So of course, this doesn't sound personal as if you, the agent, are sending it to the client. So if you send it this way, make sure to edit this text every time. So that way you are changing that verbiage and it actually sounds like it's coming from you. You also could take this link and set up a text shortcut on your phone. So on both an iPhone or an Android, you can do this. Obviously, I'm on an iPhone, so I can show you where it is on there. But there's also settings on an Android to do that. It's going to be in your, I believe, language and input section. And there will be a keyboard section, and you'll have an option to create that as well. But basically, it's a text shortcut that you can create so that you can just send this link easily and not have to delete the text that goes with it. So if you wanted to do that, you could go ahead and copy that link. Then I'm going to cancel out of that. and you're going to go into the settings on your phone. So when you're here, you're going to go to General and then Keyboard and then Text Replacement. So you'll see that I have one right here for that. I can just click the plus sign, and the phrase is going to be where you paste the app link, and then the shortcut, you're going to put what you will type in to make the app link come up. So I usually recommend doing KW app, all one word, because essentially anytime you type that, that means that you are intending to put your app link there. If you just did something like KW or just app, you might use that in a text message about something totally unrelated, and it'll keep suggesting that app link for you. So I like to just do KW app like this. And anywhere that you are on your phone, whether that be a text, an email, social media, if you type KW app out, it will suggest that link. And then you can just click on it and it will input it right there. And then you can add the verbiage that you want to, that's personal to the context of whoever you're sending it to at the time. So that is also another option that you can do. So of course you will just then save and you will have that in here. So that is a way that you can save a text replacement shortcut. So if I go back into my app, you'll also see in this more section where they can add a co-buyer, they can edit their account information, they can edit their notifications, different things like that. They have access to Keller Covered, Keller Mortgage, and affordability calculator. So all kinds of stuff in here. So definitely take some time to explore the app. The more that you use it, the more likely that you are to get people to download it. Because if you're trying to send it to people and you're not familiar with it, then you're not able to communicate the value that's really in it. And there is so much value in this. This is such a unique app to Keller Williams and in the real estate industry. And it's better than your clients being on things like Zillow and Realtor.com, where there are agents just competing for business on there and paying for leads from different zip codes and things like that. Whereas on your app, it's just you. And so when your client's on here, they don't have to worry about being contacted by a bunch of different agents and their phone blowing up once they're using it. So that's a way to kind of proposition it to them as well. So just get it in and play around with it, use all the different features and see how it works. And I think you will enjoy it.